I'm Lizzie. I'm one of the nurses at Page Hall Medical Centre, and this is a little film which we've made about asthma and about how to look after your asthma and how to take the treatments that we have to make sure that we can live as normal a life as possible and doing whatever we want. Asthma is very manageable if you know what to do and how to do it. I'm going to introduce you to a patient who I had. It's a bit of a story really. She's called Aya. Aya got asthma, and we're going to see her in a minute. She came to show me how she uses her inhalers and how she manages her asthma. And I think you may agree with me that there are a few problems which we have to iron out. So I think she should be arriving very shortly. Here she is.
Oh, hello, Nurse. How lovely to see you today. I've come for my asthma review. I'm actually really well.
Oh dear.
I'm sorry, I just have a bit of a cough, but it's nothing to do with my asthma. How are you?
Oh, very well, thank you.
Well, yes, you're asking me how I am. I am really doing all right. I do take my inhalers. I think I've brought them with me to show you.
Excellent.
Let me just see. Hang on. I'm sure they're in here somewhere. 1 second. Oh dear, sorry. Oh yes, here we are. Oh, I don't need that. Here we go. This is what I do. I'm sure I know how to use my inhaler. I've been using it for years. I tend to use one or the other. Doesn't make much difference really, does it? They're both more or less the same. They don't seem to work very well for me though. Hang on a minute. I'll just show you what I do, all right? Hang on, that wasn't very good. I'll do it again. That's right, isn't it? That's good. Like I say, I'm not sure that they're doing me much good though. That seemed to make me cough. I don't bother with this thing. I don't know why they've given me this. Oh God, I'm so sorry, nurse. I'm just going to have to go out and have a bit of a cough. I'll see you in a minute. All right. Oh dear. Bye.
Goodbye. Oh dear. Well, I think you see what I mean. I don't think she was very good at using her inhalers. I did see her again in a few weeks' time. You'll be very glad to know that I saw her again that day and then a few weeks later. And I have to say she had really taken my advice. So I think we better go through what I actually did tell her. The first thing is, did you notice she said there's no difference between the two inhalers? She had two inhalers. She had a blue one and it was a white one. Sometimes it's brown. Do you know the difference? It's really important. This is the one that is going to keep you well, really well, if you use it every day, twice a day, because it only works slowly, gradually to keep your asthma under control. If you use your preventer regularly, your asthma should be well controlled. How to use it? Did you see? She threw away her spacer. What are we to do? The best way to take your preventer inhaler is through a spacer, which could look like this or it could look like this. Some people have different types of inhalers that don't need a spacer, but I'm just going to talk about this one today. So the first thing you do is take the cap off, shake it, put it in the end there, and then press it firmly as you breathe slowly in. And then try and hold your breath for a little bit, not too long, and then shake it again and do the whole thing again. Simple as that. Simple as that. Okay. You can wash this easily, leave it to dry, soapy water, leave it to dry once a week or once a fortnight even. Keep it somewhere safe. Keep your preventer where you will remember to use it every morning before you get up, before you brush your teeth, and every evening before you brush your teeth is the ideal time to use it. The blue one is just there for those times you might need a bit extra, or in an emergency where your breathing is really struggling. I hope that helps a little bit. I would like now to tell you a bit more about what happened to Aya after she started to use her inhalers the way I advised her to do so. I think you'll be amazed by the difference. Well, as you can see, that really has made a difference to her life. She's a much happier person now, I can tell you. She's really enjoying doing all her normal activities in the garden and in the house. And as you can see, she's taken up cycling and seems to be quite good at it as well. So I really hope this is useful to you. If you have any questions, please contact Page Hall Medical Centre. We can contact you about your asthma. The most important thing is to have it really well controlled by using your inhalers correctly. Remember the big difference between your preventer inhaler and that quick relief which you might sometimes need, but not often if you're using your preventer every day through a spacer, if that's your type of inhaler. There is one more little film that I have made about what happens if, for whatever reason, something's gone wrong with your asthma and how to recognise very, very serious asthma when you've got an asthma attack. So please watch that if you find that it would be useful to you. Hope that's great. I hope that's helped. Bye.